Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Weather News Happens or Not show. And boy, has this week been an eventful week. If you follow the Weather News Happens or Not channel, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. In the last episode here on the Weather News Happens or Not show, we made the great decision to react to some Common Rider. And, what?
Is it going? Because I don't
Yeah,
see
no, I tested it, yeah.
Okay.
And even if it doesn't, I've got the
Okay.
audio
I was
on the
like,
camera. We're having some technical. I had to do some things with the mic. I had some technical difficulties earlier off camera. But we decided to react to some Kamen Rider.
Yep.
And was that a great idea? I don't know. It was funny though.
I think so.
It was funny. We actually had the video is now the third most popular video on the entire channel. Don't think we ever expected that to happen.
No.
So thank y'all for watching it. It's really cool stuff. I know somebody said that in the comments that we need to react to the morphs, like the actual, or not the morphs.
Regular ones. Yeah.
There's that, and then I think they talked about the openings too
Oh.
of the Kamen Rider stuff. So we might do that in the future.
Yeah.
Who knows? But we got a lot of negativity coming from that video. We had a whole Reddit post done about us. We have had a bunch of dislikes, a bunch of people in the comments.
A lot of haters.
A lot of haters. They're going off. It is probably the most hated video we've ever done. And to think, I don't know, it's just a lot. It was a lot to take in. And we got accused of different things. And just there's a lot of things that were said in the comments. And,
And you can go read those.
yeah, you can go read them for yourself because if we sat here and read them all, we'd be here all day.
Yep.
So,
and you can go read the Reddit post.
Exactly, yeah. The Reddit post is great.
It's stupid.
Stupid, but what did you think about that whole debacle? If you haven't watched it, go check it out, by the way.
I'll be completely honest. I think it was petty.
Yeah.
I think it was very petty. And the funniest part about it is, here's the idea, or here's the ordeal. We said at the beginning of the video, and we've talked about it numerous times, and y'all accused us, and y'all are saying this stuff about us, but we actually do like it, and we like the suits, and we've followed it. Trace has watched some of the shows.
Yeah.
I haven't because I just never got around to it, but Trace has, so he knows. And all the negative comments about y'all don't know what y'all are talking about, this, that, and the other, y'all are stupid, yada, 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 yada. Well, here's the ordeal. That was just our opinion on it. And you want to judge us and hark on us about our opinion, but you're going to give your opinion and start bashing us when you don't know what you're talking about. So we have the right to our opinion.
Yeah.
You have the right to your opinion. And a lot of the people that was harking on us, there was actually a couple of people that stood up for us and got them to shut up.
Yeah.
And basically saying the same thing of, we have the right to our opinion, y'all have the right to your opinion. If you don't have anything nice to say, I mean, just be quiet.
I did comment back on some of them because there was like one where they were like, this is done, this, that, and the other. I said, we know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's pretty simple. The number one thing for me, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
Simple. It's pretty much the number one thing.
And it's kind of one of those things that, like, we say this in every single video.
Yeah.
Of the fact of, if you have something that you would like for us to watch or react to, we are going to.
Yeah.
And we will.
Yeah.
So, we tried out the Kamen Rider morph thing. With the video that we found wasn't the actual morph. We were going to do the regular one, but the one that we found happened to be the finale morph thing that we found.
Yeah.
And that was just our opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there was a lot of comments of I'm trying to think of what other comment, because I had the idea of what the kind of comments there were, but yeah, there was a lot of people that said that we were a small channel. That was a common theme, that people were saying that we were a small channel.
Guess
and
what?
Our opinion don't matter.
We are.
Yeah, we none of that really mattered. to say the least. To give, because y'all wanted us to have context of what was going on, we'll give you some context of what some facts. Me and Dawson have been talking about doing Kamen Rider stuff with the suits since we were in middle school. That was like a decade ago. So to say that we don't know what we're talking about or what we're watching, we do, because we've talked about it for such a long time.
Mhm.
And yes, we are normies to Power Rangers because it's American, and also
And we like Power Rangers.
we just
and that's
know
what we
Power
grew up
Rangers.
with.
That's why we want to take Kamen Rider suit stuff from another country and make it our own thing, like Americanize it,
Yeah.
because they never done that.
Yep. And I mean, here's the deal. We like it. It's those suits. That was just our opinion. I'm sorry that you didn't like the fact that we didn't like them. We understand that it's like Kamen Rider is basically the live action anime, or like
Yeah.
it's just how it is.
Yeah.
We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're still going to give our opinion on how we feel about the suits and the morph.
Yeah.
Deal with it. The best way I can explain this, and the best way that I can say this about your opinion and how you have treated this whole situation is, well, life's tough. Wear a bicycle helmet. I don't know what to tell you. Get tougher. I'm sorry that your feelings got hurt.
I thought it was also funny they said it was a kid show too. That just kind of didn't really help the argument either.
Well, you know,
It's a kid show, but yeah, I mean,
so is Power Rangers. And we love Power Rangers. And
yeah.
if you watched the video of us talking about Power Rangers, we even badmouthed some of the suits because we don't like some of them.
Yeah, if you could get let us
Opinions.
do all the Super Sentai ones, and we'd be bashing a lot of them.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it would have been an even worse video if we had the original Kamen Rider stuff,
Yeah.
like before Kuga and all
So
that
be
stuff.
grateful.
Yeah, if it was not worse. But sound off in the comments below. That's all I can say.
Keep them coming.
Keep them coming. But thanks to everyone else who watched the video. Left the likes on there is very much appreciated.
Was there any good comments?
No,
Oh,
I don't think so. I liked some of them, because if you go in there, I hearted some of them, but not a lot, not a lot. But that was a very interesting experience. But if you're still here, we got a great episode for you today.
Ta-da.
We next time we react to something, it still might be Kamen Rider. So so subscribe, do all that kind of cool stuff. But
I just want you to realize I don't care about your feelings.
wow, wow,
That's just our opinion. You have your opinion. Ta-da.
yeah, well, yep. I'm just here. I was here to take it all in. It's a very interesting experience. I would say that, but yeah, if you want to not like us, that's cool. I mean, we've dealt with that for a decade almost now, so don't really matter. But that was that, and we're gonna move on to today's episode, or what the title says. That was just us responding to the amount of hate that we got on the last video, to the point where it made it the third most popular video. I don't understand how that works, but it's the third most popular video on the entire channel.
YouTube algorithm.
YouTube stuff. But today's episode, we're gonna be doing an original character video. We haven't done one of these in probably since the White Wolf or Patriot.
Maybe.
And we've done the White Wolf, the Patriot. Those are costume videos, but they were original characters, or they are original characters of ours. And then we also did the Power Ranger one, where with the Elemental Rangers, and we talked about other Power Ranger things. So go check those videos out. But today we're doing another original character video. We've talked about doing this idea for several months now, probably since we filmed the first scenes of Lost But Not Gone. Is how long we've been talking about this. So we went to go watch back in March or April when it came out, the new Dungeons and Dragons movie. And it gave us the idea of we should do a film series of characters with Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep.
So we have come up with our own group that consists of me, Dawson, Ian, and Caitlin.
See,
as a group. And there's more characters, but these are the main 4.
and if we get more people, we might add more to it.
We might add
Who
more
knows?
to it. Who knows? It is what it is. But we've got 4 different people that we're going to talk about today. We've got backstory for each and every single one of them. Yes, actual backstory this time.
Yep.
And it was all done with ChatGPT. We used it for once, because it's nowadays it's just taking over the world. So what's the point?
What's the point?
Well, if anything is not original anymore. It's not.
Yeah,
But we got these little minifigures. Dawson brought them today. You'll get to see clips of those up close in a few minutes.
yeah.
But we've got a ranger, a cleric, we got a dwarf, and a fighter. What a great combination! And you'll get to
The
see
best D&D team.
yeah, the best D&D team right there. But you'll get to see who each and every single one of them is going to be in just a few moments. So Dawson, who do we want to introduce first?
I got them kind of in a line right here. So this is the team, and we got the backstories right here.
Yeah.
And of course, Caitlin and Ian's not here, so we're gonna fill in for their backstories.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But first, I'm gonna let Trace go off on Hurmun.
Yeah, Hurmun Taker. This is Hurmun Taker. He is the dwarf. Kind of reminds me of the dwarf in Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
In a way.
Gimli?
Yeah, Gimli. Yeah, they have so many names in that thing. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
remember all of them. But yeah, this is Hurmun Taker. He is going to be the dwarf character, and this is everything that you need to know about Hurmun Taker. Hurmun Taker, the Good Dwarf, hails from the ancient mountain city of Stoneshield in the realm of Duranor. Born into a proud and noble family of dwarves, Hurmun was destined for greatness from the moment he took his first steps in the echoing halls of his ancestral home. As a young dwarf, Hurmun displayed an insatiable thirst for adventure and a penchant for humor. That set him apart from his more stoic kin. While his fellow dwarves toiled endlessly in the mines, Hurmun was known to regale them with his quick wit and sarcastic banter, earning both laughter and camaraderie in equal measure. It was his mastery of the battle axe, however, that truly set him on the path to becoming a legendary warrior. Under the tutelage of his grizzled uncle, Grimly Stonecleaver, Hurmun honed his combat skills with a fierce determination. He learned to wield his double-headed axe, named Wormbane, with unparalleled precision and devastating power. Each swing of the weapon was a testament to his indomitable spirit and unwavering commitment to justice. Hurmun's first taste of true adventure came when a band of marauding goblins threatened the peace of Stoneshield. With his axe in hand and a snarky remark on his lips, he led a daring counterattack, driving the goblins from their mountain stronghold. From that moment on, he became the city's celebrated defender, known far and wide for his fearless exploits in the name of good. But Hurmun's heart yearned for more. He left Stoneshield behind, promising to return when the need was greatest, and embarked on a quest to rid the world of evil. Along the way, he gathered a band of like-minded companions, hint hint, forming a fellowship as diverse as it was determined. Together, they ventured into the darkest dungeons, faced down fearsome dragons, and thwarted the plans of wicked sorcerers. And through it all, Hurmun Taker's sharp humor and unwavering sense of duty inspired them to keep pushing forward, even in the direst of circumstances. As the legends of Hurmun Taker, the Good Dwarf, continued to grow, so did his impact on the world. He became a symbol of hope and a champion of the downtrodden, proving that even in the face of darkness, a hearty laugh and a well-placed axe swing can make all the difference. And so the saga of Hurmun Taker, the Good Dwarf, warrior and humorist, continues with countless adventures yet to unfold in the realm of Duranor and beyond. Hurmun Taker,
Hurmun Taker.
the dwarf, played by Ian. He's going to be,
Hopefully.
we're planning right now, that's the plan, is Ian's going to play Hurmun Taker, the dwarf. We plan on doing a series with these film series with these guys. So maybe in the future, you guys will see these people and Hurmun.
Here's the close-up of the statue
Yeah.
of it as we're talking right here. But yeah, this is the close-up of the statue. Of course, these are just basic D&D miniatures, so it's kind of as close as what we can get. But like, there's the statue. But here is a picture of that I have drawn of a concept art of what they will look like, and I'm going to look at it while I'm talking over this picture right now. But yeah, you got his double-sided axe. It's on his back. His gown or his tunic is, of course, going to be red and gold. I'll probably have some more embroidered stuff on it. Got some cool-looking leather armbands, some boots, some heavy boots, and it's got a winged helmet. And of course, he's got long-haired and a long beard.
Yeah, he's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
He is a dwarf, very much so.
I am a dwarf, and I'm digging
Not that
a
song.
hole. Diggy hole.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Hurmun. So he is kind of the comedic one of the group, and he's a dwarf.
Yep.
And we've told Ian that he will be on his knees most of the time.
Which will be great for him.
Yeah.
Be wonderful. He's gonna have a fun time walking
Oh yeah.
as a dwarf. He'll have like bloody knees by the time it's over.
Probably give him knee pads.
Yeah,
Just so he can kind of get around.
Who knows if that'll not kill him or not.
Who knows?
But that is Mr. Taker, Hurmun Taker, not
Hurmun
related to
Taker.
the Undertaker, because that's the first thing I thought of when I found his name was is he related to the Undertaker. Our next character that we're going to talk about here is Caitlin's character of the Cleric. Tell us who she is.
I don't really know how to pronounce her name.
Well, what I can understand, it's Lilmv Godeosa.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that is me.
I think it's Lilmv or Lilmv.
I'm sorry, Caitlin, if we butchered it, because she probably knows an idea of how to say it.
Yeah, because she was the one that picked it.
Yeah, because she's the one that picked it. So
we're gonna go with Lilmv for right now.
Lilmv. Okay, yeah. The V is silent for some reason.
Lilmv Godeosa.
Yeah.
But this is like the little miniature. I know you can't really see. You'll see a close up over here in a minute, but there's the little D&D miniature on the stand. But you got Lilmv Godeosa. Lilmv Godeosa's story is one of the. What?
I just say that word.
Say what?
I just saw the word on there and I was like, whoa.
What?
What is that?
Let's try this again. I don't know how to pronounce this again, but I'll try it. Lilmv Godeosa's story is one of the Unigu path in the world of magic and mysticism. Sure. Born in the remote village of Wisteria Vale, her early life was marked by an unusual fascination with both the divine and the arcane. Wow. So, as a child, she would often be found in the forest collecting herbs and rare spells components while chanting incantations under her breath. Her powers were undeniable, and through her talents saddled the line between witchcraft and wizardry. Lilmv had a heart brimming and goodness. She used her abilities to heal the sick, protect the village and dark forces, and bring prosperity to her people. The villagers quickly learned to trust and respect her, even as they whispered the tales of her being a witch of light.
Nice.
So from that, that gives us hints of the fact that if we get injured, she can heal.
She can heal herself.
She can heal the other people in the party.
That too, yeah.
So, Lilmv's dual nature as a cleric wit brought her to the attention of the ancient order known as the Coven of the Silver Dawn. This secretive group recognized her unique potential and invited her to join their ranks within the Coven. She received formal training, learning to harness her powers with precision and purpose. As her abilities grew, so did her compassion for those in need. Lilmv became known far and wide as a benevolent. That's a weird word.
Yeah.
Witch wizard traveling from village to village, offering her a healing touch, mystic guidance, and protection from the malevolent entities. She often used her talents to resolve conflicts peacefully, earning her a reputation as a peacemaker. One fateful day, a dire prophecy emerged foretelling the rise of a great evil.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that like all of them like
They get together with a group,
yeah, it's
but
like
they don't specify who it is.
evil that threatened to engulf the realm in darkness. Lilmv knew that it was her duty to confront this impaling pearl, using her unique blend of magic to stand against it. She gathered a diverse group of adventurers. Okay, so this is a ChatGPT thing, but she is not the one that gathers the group of people.
Yeah,
But this is
you
just
get
a
the
story.
point.
You get the point. A wizard gathered a diverse group
There
of
you go,
adventurers,
yeah.
each with their own skills and backgrounds, forming an alliance known as the Silverlight Enclave. That is not the group's name.
No, but
Together, they embarked on a quest to thwart the forces of darkness, facing formidable foes and unraveling ancient mysteries. Lilmv Godeosa, the kind-hearted cleric witch, stood at the forefront, a symbol of power and magic wielding for the betterment of all. With her abilities by her side, she aimed to bring light to even the darkest corners of the fantastic world.
wow. That is funny that it was like the the good witch cleric witch lady. It's like
Good
added
witch lady.
like jumbled up a
What?
bunch of the words together. But yeah, there is Lim Gaudiosa. And Dawson's gonna talk about her outfit.
Yep, and like right now, you're seeing as we're talking, you're seeing the little turnaround of the miniature once again. That's just a normal D&D miniature of a cleric painted. And also, the reason why I painted them like that is because we're going to be using these for our end credit scene for the short film, and I made them look like stone statues, which I think was kind of cool. But now, what you're seeing is the concept art of her character. As you can tell, it's very ragged and very witchy. Gray, dark colors with brown gauntlets and brown boots. It's got a spell book strapped to her side with her belt and some potions. And she also carries around a staff that she harnesses her energy and powers from. And of course, she has red hair because Caitlin has red hair.
Yep.
So, and she's got like cool arm wrappings and kind of stuff like that. So, which I think is kind of cool is her palette is very like dark and gray and everything, but she's like a very light-hearted and kind character,
Yeah.
But that's Lilmv, however you say the
Yep.
name.
Okay. That's it right there.
Lilmv.
It's the third person in this group.
Yep.
And now we're going to talk about my character in this D&D extravaganza. Vylan Garrick,
The
who
Archer.
is a ranger. He's kind of a mix of Robin Hood and like Aragon in a
Yeah.
way.
Mm-hmm.
After watching Lord of the Rings for the first time Sunday, I realized he's a lot like Aragon,
Yeah.
except he's not.
A king.
Yeah, he's not. He's definitely not a king. But Vylan Garrick is the character that I'll be playing in the series. In the future when you'll get to see that. But this is the story of my character, Vylan Garrick. In the realm of Eldoria, where ancient forests teem with mystical creatures and hidden dangers, there arose a legend known as Vylan Garrick. Born to humble woodsmen in the quaint village of Thornbrook, Vylan's destiny was forever altered when a malevolent sorcerer named Malishar sought to unleash dark forces upon the land. As a young boy, Vylan showed an uncanny aptitude for archery. His mentor, a skilled ranger named Elwyn, recognized his potential and trained him in the ways of the forest. Donned in the green attire reminiscent of both Robin Hood and the Green Arrow, which y'all will see in a minute, Vylan honed his skills to become a protector of the natural world. Vylan's bond with the wilderness deepened as he grew, allowing him to communicate with the creatures of the forest and navigate the most treacherous terrains. With his trusty longbow forged from the ancient bark of a sentient tree and a quiver of enchanted arrows, Vylan became a feared marksman among both mortal foes and supernatural beings. But Vylan was not only a defender of nature, he was also a relentless hunter. His tracking skills were unparalleled, and he would embark on quests to protect his village from marauding beasts and malicious spirits. Each victory served to bolster his reputation as the guardian of Thornbrook. The day of reckoning with Malishar drew near as the sorcerer's dark forces grew stronger. Vylan embarked on a perilous journey, accompanied by a loyal wolf companion named Shadowfang. And that's the part when we first came up with this that I laughed, because I did not think I was going to have a little wolf buddy.
He's got a wolf.
He's got a little wolf buddy. Together, they sought ancient relics and allies who could aid in thwarting Malashar's sinister plans. As Vylan's legend grew, he became not just a ranger and archer, but a symbol of hope in Eldoria, rallying the oppressed and inspiring them to resist the encroaching darkness. With every arrow he loosed, Vylan Garrick inched closer to the ultimate showdown with Malashar, determined to protect the land he loved and restore balance to Eldoria. So he hasn't fought Malachar yet. At the time of the first film, he is on his way to go fight him, but he meets the group of people.
Yep.
So that might be a separate film in itself. We might do that as a separate thing for the D&D
Everybody's
universe.
backstories.
Maybe we might do. Well,
Mine would be hard.
I'm saying like do like a Black Widow type situation, not prequel, but like it takes place in between like the films. Like it's his not necessarily his film, but it's him and like his people's film going after Malashar.
I was about to say because like how we said that it can be a we can do like a series of it. Is the next film that could be like the next campaign? Is he's the one that's like, hey, I've been having deals with this guy. Can y'all help me?
Oh, yeah. Then they fight Malachar, the villain.
Whoever that is.
Yeah, it's made up, so, you know. But this is the outfit for Mr. Vylan Garrick.
Here's the spinny thing, too.
Yeah.
You see the little statue of him. Once again, just a regular D&D guy with an archer, ranger. Costume-wise, when we're at the picture right here of the concept art, you can tell that his tunic vest is a kind of like a light brown mixed with a little bit of green. Got a little bit of satchels and pouches that hold his quiver of arrows. Got a kind of a dark green undershirt, black pants, brown gauntlets and gloves, and brown boots. And he's got his bow, and he's got a hood with a cape. So you don't really see the cape on there because the reason why is the hood little thing that involved with it is it's kind of like a cape scarf thing. So it doesn't really dangle, but it kind of goes down on the back just a little bit. But that's Trace's character.
I know it's supposed to look like me, but when I first saw the drawing, I thought it was Robin Hood. It looked like Robin Hood to me. So and the comic version of the Green Arrow. Yeah. So that's why we wrote down Robin Hood and Green Arrow, because that's what the guy looks like. So, but we're on to our final main character and his backstory. The guy who basically started it all, because we tried to figure out it started with him and then we added everybody else. Rowan Aitken, the Mystic Knight.
With a heck of a backstory.
Yeah, he's got a pretty deep backstory. About me and your character have pretty deep backstories when it comes to this whole Journey of Heroes series.
Here's a little miniature of him from right here, but you'll see the close-up here in a minute. But Rowan Aitken is the one that I play.
Yeah, that's Dawson's character.
Mystic Knight. And if you're wondering what a Mystic Knight is, you're about to find out. All right. In the mystic realm of Aurelia, Rowan Aitken was born into a lineage that had served as a proud members of the Mystic Knight Order for generations. This ancient order was a bastion of light and hope, sworn protectors of the realm.
I guess it's supposed to be beacon.
I guess. It turned into bastion.
Bastion.
That's why I was like, what?
The bastion of light.
They were renowned for their valor, their enchanted armor, their mighty magic swords, and their incredible gift of long life. Not really. Immortals, basically. Which allowed them to stand strong for up to 300 to 400 years.
That's a long time. That's a long time.
Above all, the Mystic Knights were famed for their unique ability known as the Mystic Push, a powerful force push that could repel against the darker forces. Basically like the Jedis and stuff that can just like...
Instead of the force push, it's the Mystic Push!
And they go... Nestled deep within the formidable great mountains of Aurelia, the Mystic Knights' castle stood as a beacon of hope, visible from afar. They aimed the realm's inhabitants, protected them from malevolent threats and upheld the values of honor and justice. Basically, they're the medieval version of Jedi Knights
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
Power Rangers.
Pretty much.
However, darkness loomed on the horizon about 70 years prior to the events of Journey of Heroes, which is the name of the film.
Yes.
The Mystic Knights orders faced an unpredictable, catastrophic part. Anyways, the surroundings of the kingdom, manipulated and controlled by a malevolent and sinister power, launched a brutal attack against the castle, unleashing a relentless assault known as the Great Purge.
The Great Purge.
It was believed that the mighty Mystic Knights, with their enchanted armor and mystical abilities, were all annihilated in their tragic events. But one soul survived the massacre, and that soul belonged to Rowan Aitken. Through cunning and sheer determination, Rowan managed to escape the clutches of the dark forces that besieged the castle. His armor battered, his sword scattered, and he emerged as the last remaining hope of the Mystic Knights Order. With the Order seemingly eradicated, Rowan chose the path of secrecy, concealment. He veiled his true identity and lived in the shadows. Biding his time and nursing the flame of hope for the realm's rebirth, he knew that the evil that had befallen the Mystic Knights could not go unopposed, and he swore to himself that he would reclaim the honor and legacy of his order now. With the Journey of Heroes on the horizon, Rowan Atkins emerged from the shadows and celebrity guardian with a mission to rebuild the Mystic Knights Order, vanquish the darkness that had consumed the realm, and restore the last glory of the great mountains of Aurelia. His journey would be perilous, and his resolve and the ancient powers of the Mystic Knights would give him the ventured forth to save his realm from the grip of darkness.
Lovely.
Crazy.
Deep
Very,
backstory.
very deep.
Very deep.
He's got problems.
He's got a lot of issues, yeah.
And at the end, the whole restoring the order and whatnot, that is not an actual story that will be in the film because it's impossible.
Because they're all dead.
Because they're all dead and the lineage is dead. He is the last one, so he can't restore the
Unless
order.
they reproduce.
Yep.
And
He is the last one.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically. See, the thing is we didn't use AI completely. It was basically made up by us and ChatGPT because we had to tell it what to do. So
Yep.
Just think about it like that.
Yep. And so right here, and talk about this. Here's the little close up of the miniature. You see the statue of the knight. Of course, it's just a very basic knight, so whatever. But Rowan actually has got two pictures because he's got two forms. He's got his unarmored form, which is his regular form, which considers a blue vest because his colors are blue, a cream-colored shirt underneath, black pants, and brown boots, and a little wrist thing, and a belt. On the belt, you'll see that it looks like a hilt of a sword with no blade. That's because, kind of like I said, they're like Jedis. The blade comes out of the hilt. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's Rowan unarmored. The second picture is him armored, and you see the sword out, and he's kind of holding it, and there it is, with a blue cape and a silver metallic under armor with highlights of blue, and in the blue, I might have a picture of it. I don't actually, never mind. I don't have a close-up picture of it anymore. I'll send a close-up picture of it to Trace and he'll show it. So you're seeing it right now.
Yeah.
The armor itself, as you can tell, has a beautiful texture underneath. And the reason why I have it like that is because their armor's magical.
Yeah.
So you would think it has like power flowing throughout it. So there's that. So there's Rowan.
Yeah, it's somewhat based off of Void Knight from Power Rangers Dino Fury, if
Yeah.
you look at it closely. That's kind of where we got the helmet inspiration from. But it's basically just a magical knight.
Yep.
In a nutshell, really, with just a bunch of different elements shoved together.
Mm-hmm.
But they are contacted by a wizard named Ivius,
Avius?
who sends them on their way. And you'll get to see the rest of the characters whenever the
Comes up.
series happens.
But while we're still on the topic of it, I'll let you read it, and I'll go off on a rant about some of the stuff too on it. But this is what ChatGPT gave us of what the storyline of this film could be. And it's actually surprisingly accurate to what we came up with.
Yeah.
So it's a good stern base
Yeah.
of what we're kind of wanting.
If you get specific with ChatGPT, you can get a lot of good things out of it. Just gotta be specific.
So here's the story of Journey of Heroes.
In the mystical realm of Eldoria, same place as where my character's from, hilariously enough, a kingdom nestled amidst lush forests and rolling hills. A sinister shadow loomed over the land. A wicked witch named Seraphina had harnessed dark magic, granting her the ability to transform into a fearsome dragon. With her newfound power, she began to terrorize the peaceful kingdom, laying waste to villages and causing chaos wherever she flew. Desperation gripped King Eldrick, the wise and just ruler of the land. He knew that only a group of extraordinary heroes could stand a chance against the witch dragon. And so, he summoned his most trusted wizard, Alaric, or Ivius in this case, and gave him a crucial mission to seek out and assemble a team of brave champions who could end Seraphina's reign of terror. Ivius, I'm changing the name, embarked on his quest, traveling far and wide in search of the chosen heroes. After weeks of searching, he discovered 4 individuals whose destinies were intertwined with the fate of Eldoria. First, he found Hurmun, a stout and grizzled male dwarf, or the Good Dwarf, with a massive double-headed axe. Hurmun was known far and wide for his unmatched skill in battle and his unwavering loyalty to his people. When Ivius presented him with the dire situation in Eldoria, Hurmun knew he had to join the cause. Next, Ivius sought out Lilmv, a kind-hearted female cleric known for her miraculous healing powers. She had dedicated her life to tending to the sick and wounded, but now she understood that her abilities were needed to heal a kingdom wounded by fear and destruction. Vylan, a male archer of unparalleled precision and stealth, was Ivius' 3rd recruit. Vylan had honed his skills in the deepest parts of the Eldorian forest, which is accurate, and his keen eye and steady hand made him the perfect choice to confront a dragon. Lastly, Ivius came across Rowan, a mystic knight whose connection to the ethereal realm granted him extraordinary abilities. With his enchanted sword and mystical armor, Rowan was the embodiment of valor and courage. Together, these 4 heroes, Hurmun, Lilmv, Vylan, and Rowan, formed an unlikely but formidable team. They embarked on a perilous journey to confront Seraphina, the witch dragon, deep within her lair atop a treacherous mountain. The battle that ensued was fierce and epic, with flames and magic clashing in a whirlwind of chaos. Seraphina, in her dragon form, fought with all her might, but the heroes, united by their determination and camaraderie, pressed on. Lilm's healing powers kept them going. Hurmun's axe struck with unyielding strength. Vylan's arrows found their mark, and Rowan's mystic abilities turned the tide of the battle. In a climactic moment, Rowan struck a mighty blow with his enchanted sword, piercing Seraphina's heart. With a deafening roar, the witch dragon's monstrous form crumbled into ashes, and her reign of terror came to an end. The kingdom of Eldoria rejoiced as the heroes returned, their quest fulfilled. King Eldrick hailed them as saviors, and their names would be forever etched in the annals of history. Together, they had vanquished the witch that could turn into a dragon, and brought peace and prosperity back to their beloved land. And that is Journey of Heroes. Awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, pretty awesome stuff. I did change a couple of the names because we do have a wizard name.
Yep.
It is not Alaric. Please, why did you change? Why, ChatGPT, did you change that? But no.
Failure.
As Journey of Heroes for you.
Yep.
It'll kick off with, right now, it'll kick off with the one film. And then when we come up with other, well, as we talked about it, we potentially have a sequel for the second one. We are planning on trying to do a trilogy with these guys, and maybe possibly, depending on where we take the series, there might be a season 2. or a second trilogy, depending on who lives, dies, whatever happens.
Mhm.
We'll see. It might be a one-off trilogy. Who knows? Y'all have to just stick around and find out. But that was all of the heroes in the Journey of Heroes. Yeah, there they all are. Those little statues that Dawson probably just killed, just throwing them down. Ah! No. But that was Hurmun, Lilmv, Vylan, and Rowan all together at once. We've really been this we said, we kind of started thinking of the idea back in March or April of this year, and we really wanted to do D&D stuff for a while because we kept going to that Lego store,
Mhm.
and there was a lot of close to where we live, and there's a lot of D&D stuff over there, so it really gave us even more of an idea, or that we wanted to do it. And we've also talked about wanting to play D&D on here, so
Yep.
maybe that'll be in the future. Look out for that.
If we can get a Dungeons Master.
If we can get a Dungeons Master, that is also very true.
So, yeah, other than that, if any of y'all are good and y'all want to be a Dungeons Master, you can be on the show and we'll play.
Yeah.
We'll just FaceTime you.
Yeah. Yeah, and we'll get that all situated and figured out.
Or try to.
Yeah, try to. But that was the Journey of Heroes. We've got a lot more custom characters, original characters. If y'all want us to do episodes, any further episodes of those characters, let us know down in the comments below. I can only see it now, but a bunch of haters in the comments. But hey, we are going to do the best that we can, that we always do.
Yep.
And if y'all want us to do more videos like this, just let us know in the comments down below. That's gonna do it here for us.
Yep.
If you like this video, leave a like down below. Comment like I said just a few minutes ago, that if you want us to do more character videos, let us know. More what kind of episodes you want us to do here on the show, like gaming, more costume stuff, movie reviews, all that stuff. We got a lot of ideas, and we plan to implement all of them here on the Weather News Happens or Not show.
Yep.
And the most important thing that you need to do right now is subscribe to the Weather News Happens or Not channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos, new episodes come out on the channel.
Yep.
New films, whatever.
Whatever it is.
If you do that, you'll be there and you'll be one of the first people to see it. And if you're a fan, that's cool. But my name is Trey Sparks.
My name is Dawson Mullins.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Weather News Happens or Not show. Bye-bye.
Peace.